Jerusalem. A city bathed in golden light where history and spirituality intertwine. Ancient stones whisper stories of prophets and kings, tales of faith and destiny. This is where Jesus, a man revered as the Son of God, walked these sacred paths. He taught, healed, and challenged the norms of his time. But his message of love and sacrifice led him down a path of suffering. Jesus was arrested. He was unjustly tried in a court that sought to silence him. Finally, he was condemned to death by crucifixion, a punishment reserved for the most severe of crimes. It was a brutal execution meant to break the spirit and the body, a method designed to instill fear. Roman soldiers nailed him to a wooden cross, driving nails through his hands and feet. They left him there to die, a spectacle of suffering for all to see, a grim reminder of the cost of defiance. Darkness fell upon the land. Jesus, in his final moments, cried out in agony. Then he breathed his last. His followers, heartbroken and afraid, took him down from the cross. They wrapped his body in linen cloths. His tomb, a cave sealed with a massive stone, became a place of mourning. The weight of their loss was immense. Their leader, their teacher, their Messiah was gone. The future seemed as bleak as the tomb where he lay. Hope, it seemed, had died with him that day. But something extraordinary happened. Whispers began to circulate, spreading like wildfire through the ancient city. The tomb where Jesus was laid was empty, a sight that left everyone in shock and disbelief. Mary Magdalene, a devoted follower, was the first to discover it. Her heart raced as she peered inside. The stone was rolled away, a feat that seemed impossible without help. The body of Jesus was gone. Fear turned to astonishment. Could it be true? Had he risen as he had promised? Roman soldiers tasked with guarding the tomb were nowhere to be seen. Their absence raised even more questions. They had been ordered to prevent anyone from tampering with the body, yet they had vanished. Yet the tomb was empty, a mystery that baffled everyone who heard the news. What had happened to the body of Jesus? Where could it be? The questions lingered unanswered in the minds of all. Then the impossible happened. A moment that would change the course of history forever. People claimed to have seen Jesus alive, not just a vision or a ghost, but in the flesh, walking among them. He appeared to Mary Magdalene in the garden near the tomb. She was the first to witness the miracle, her sorrow turning into joy. He walked and talked with his disciples, even sharing a meal with them. These weren't fleeting glimpses. They were tangible encounters. Moments that left an indelible mark on their hearts. The Apostle Paul, a fierce critic of Jesus' followers, had a life-altering experience. His skepticism was shattered in an instant. He encountered the risen Christ. This encounter was so profound that it transformed him completely. This encounter transformed him into one of the most influential figures in early Christianity. His teachings and letters would shape the faith for generations. He dedicated his life to spreading the message of the resurrection. His passion and conviction were undeniable. Why would these individuals risk everything to proclaim a lie? They faced persecution, imprisonment, and even death. The answer for millions is clear. They believed in the truth of the resurrection with all their hearts. The resurrection of Jesus wasn't a fabrication, it was a fact, a cornerstone of their faith. It was the greatest miracle ever witnessed. A testament to the power of divine love and the promise of eternal life. It was proof of his divinity and a promise of eternal life for all who believe. A beacon of hope for humanity. The story of Jesus' resurrection continues to inspire hope. It is a story that transcends time and culture. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, light can emerge. A light that never dies. It speaks to the power of faith and the enduring nature of love. Love that conquers all. Is the resurrection just a story, a tale passed down through generations, or is it the greatest proof of all? Proof of a love that transcends death? The answer lies within each of us, in our hearts and in our